Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Claire Renee, and today is all about yin for beginners. And we won't need any props. I will be using one, but you really don't have to have this one. It's a strap for one of our asanas, but if you don't have a strap or a long belt in your closet, it's totally fine. You don't really need any props for what we're going to be doing today. I was already doing stretch classes live on Instagram with some of my crew, and I wanted to deepen that knowledge and deepen, what I could do. So I got Yin Yoga certified. I'm happy to share and take you guys along on my yin journey because I am still a student as well, but also sharing what I have been learning and what I have learned over practicing this style of yoga for quite some time. Get your mats and let's get started. So go ahead and find a natural seat for yourself. So that can be on your knees if that's comfortable, or you can sit crisscross, applesauce, or feet straight out in front of you. Whatever you want to do here, just find a seat that allows you to sit up nice and tall, head above the heart. You can even soften your gaze or close your eyes if you're comfortable. And just start to connect to your breath. And as you're connecting to the breath, maybe if you'd like, you can set an intention for this practice today. It can be a small goal, it can be an affirmation that you want to remember throughout the practice today. Whatever it is for you, connect to it, ground yourself in it. For me, I'm going to choose to stay patient throughout this flow. Reminding myself that this is not a competition. There's no right or wrong way to look. Just gently come on out of your seated position. And we're going to find child's pose, which is our first asana today. And open the knees wide apart if you'd like. And reach the hands out and let the forehead gently touch the mat. Or as you see me doing here, there's an option to bring the knees in closer and maybe even bring the hands behind. Whatever you're comfortable with today, go ahead, take a minute to find that for yourself and then settle into it. So in yin, our aim in every pose, which we hold anywhere from 2, sometimes 5, sometimes 3, and it even goes up to anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes, depending on the level of class. We're aiming to find stillness and to find that sweet spot where we feel the sensation of a stretch, but we're not overdoing it. So if at all in any asana, even this one, if you feel like you have to tighten up or turn on your muscles, or tighten up your jaw, or tighten up the face, that's usually a good sign of you going too far, and that's not our aim in yin. Think of yourself as melting into the pose. And with the time that we have allotted in each pose, you're going to find yourself naturally falling deeper into the posture. So remember, this is not a competition. This isn't the flexibility or strength or power through contest. It's trying to find a state of just letting yourself be. You want to feel something. You want to feel a stretch. You want to find your edge. But you don't want to injure yourself or push. Stay patient and stay kind to yourselves. Gently take your time coming out of child's pose. And we're gonna find half butterfly, sitting up nice and tall, right foot in front of you. That left foot comes to the inside of the thigh, of that right thigh. And all you're gonna do is take your time gently walking the hands in front of you until you feel that stretch in that right hamstring, maybe even your calf. It's totally normal to feel it in the low back. We're getting a lot of our posterior chain here, so it's a good stretch for the back of our bodies. And once again, always take like the first 30 seconds to a minute to really just find your edge. Find that sensation that's not too far, but also doesn't fall in the realm of, I don't feel anything. Start to notice if you've disconnected from your breath at any point. Start to notice if maybe you've tightened up the muscles. And just remind yourself to just breathe, come back into your body. And just allow yourself to breathe and melt into the posture. And take your time coming out of the pose. Move slowly, there is no rush. And we're gonna find the same pose, just you're gonna have the left in front, that right foot on the inside of the left thigh, and gently walk your hands out while your body has a slight twist so that you are over that left leg. And just reminding yourself that there's no wrong way, there's no right way to look. Stay patient. You don't have to have your knee and your head touching. You don't have to be able to take your hands all the way to your heel. If you ever find yourself with a shallow breath, really reconnect and just remember that inhale and that exhale. I love that yin is not only great physically, but it's also a bit of a mental challenge. It's just you on the mat and your sensations and even emotions that come up and thoughts that come up. And we're all just trying to find ourselves in a space of just being in the moment, which can be hard. We live in a society of do the most, go for it, push it to the limit. So finding the complete opposite of that can be uncomfortable, it can be challenging, and it can be a journey that is totally worth it. Go ahead and slowly start to make yourself comfortable on your back. You can grab your strap if you do have one. If you don't, you can see me grabbing either behind the calf or behind the knee. I'm gonna bring that strap into the arch of my foot. You can start with a bent knee, see how that feels first. If you're going for a bit of a deeper stretch, you're more than welcome to go ahead and straighten that right leg. And all we're doing is holding this. Now you will feel a bit of your upper body, like your shoulders and maybe your biceps have to turn on a bit as you're trying to hold the pose. But if you do have a strap, try and bring the shoulders down to the mat and relax as much as you can. We're trying to open up that hamstring and allowing yourself time in each pose does not mean you have to find your deepest stretch in minute 1. We're gonna be here for a bit. As you stay connected to your breath and your intention that you set in the beginning of class, you'll notice that your body in each pose will gracefully open up. We're going to do the same thing, gently finding the other side. Same thing, if you want to start with the knee bent and hold it there, that's fine. If you want to straighten the leg for just a bit of extra sensation, by all means. If you feel yourself losing balance or any pain, if you straighten the leg, just go back and bend the leg. Having a slight bend in the leg that is stretched is totally normal. I encourage it. Just remember where you are and that you showed up for yourself today. If at any point you feel like your thoughts are trying to take over, or you're realizing that the stillness part is still a bit of a challenge, it's totally okay. Do your best to just come back to your breath. Let the thoughts that do come pass by. Always come back to your breath. Always come back to the sensation of that inhale, feeling the cool air, and the exhale out the nose, feeling that warm air leave. Like I said, there's no competition. There's no perfect way to look. There's no one way to feel each pose. Everyone is different. I have my days too where I practice and I'm thinking the whole way through and I wonder, what's wrong with me? I'm human. We all are. There's nothing wrong. As long as you just try your best to stay committed to the practice, trying your best to stay committed to whatever intention you've set for yourself, and allowing yourself to have the experience you need to have on the mat in that moment. Go ahead and just start to release that stretch, taking the strap off of the foot and placing it to the side. We won't be needing that anymore. You can shake out the legs a little bit if you need to, or maybe even bring the knees to your chest for a little relief. You can even rock side to side if you'd like. And when you're ready, we're going to take both knees over to the right in a spinal twist. The arms outstretched to the side. You can look straight up at the ceiling, or you could look over at that left arm. If at any point you feel like you need a pillow underneath that right knee, or maybe your knees don't make it all the way to the floor, maybe just put a little cushion or a block or a pillow or a blanket underneath the knee. Our goal here is to really feel that release in the lower back. You can close your eyes. Now's a good time to just check in with yourself. Are you holding tension anywhere? If so, use your next exhale to breathe into that area and try and just relax and let your body melt. Go ahead and take your last big deep breath, and then go ahead and just gently come out of that pose. Give yourself a couple of seconds, and we're gonna find the other side. The knees falling over to the left side. Maybe looking towards the ceiling or that right arm. Honoring what we're feeling, whether it be in the low back or the glute or the hips. Everybody has a unique body and might feel some of these poses a little differently. Go ahead and come out of that stretch and take your time finding reclined butterfly, soles of the feet together. You can place your hands to the side of your body or placed on your belly, whatever you're comfortable with. As I was saying before, sometimes we get caught up in the right way, pushing to the max. Motivating to do more, which can be great. But as long as there is balance, and we also encourage ourselves to find peace and release and stillness in our spirits as well, then I just believe that just leads us to feeling even stronger, even more confident, and more at ease as human beings in our day-to-day. Staying connected to that breath. Here is a perfect way to stay connected as you feel the rise and the fall of your belly, feeling the ribs expand and contract as you inhale and as you exhale. From here, you're going to take your hands, gently pull the knees back in. Go ahead and just take up some space on your mat. The shoulders drop away from the ears. Maybe roll the shoulders down the spine. Finding Savasana. Allowing yourself to really melt into your mat or the ground, wherever you are. There's no tension in the forehead or the jaw. And go ahead and take one big inhale. And on your exhale, let out a big sigh. Start to find some movement in the fingers and the toes. You can even take the arms above the head. That stretch always feels good. And just gently take your time, rolling to your side and coming up to a comfortable seat. And we're gonna take one last big breath. Go ahead and inhale, bring the arms up above the head, hands to the heart. You are loved. You are truth, you are light. Namaste. Thanks for watching, guys. Be well, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one.